Here comes Bobby McCarty and Doug Barnes through corner number 4, and Brandon Willard and team wave the green flag. The ValleyStar Credit Union 300 is underway. Everybody's racing back to turns 1 and 2. Here they come now off of turn number 4, and the battle for the top spot continues to rage. And it looks like Barnes may clear McCarty. Not going to be able to do it quite yet, as Carson Guapo on the 8th entry looks on in position number 3. But Barnes is trying to get a good launch off of turn 2. He'll do so. He'll slam the door now on Bobby McCarty as he takes sole possession of the top spot. Ryan Millington trying to hold on right now as they take him back over to turns 3 and 4. We got a car way up the racetrack. That's Millington that we documented. That car drove up the racetrack. He was inside the top 5. It's going to stop here in corner number 4, and we will see the green flag once more wave to this field.
Barnes didn't quite get the jump that Bobby McCarty did on the outside, and McCarty almost cleared Barnes and may well just on the back straightaway. New leader, the pole sitter.
They're going to go neck and neck, and they are stacked up like a hornet's nest behind them. We are seeing great side-by-side action. We got a car going around. It's Mike Looney, the 87, goes around middle of the racetrack. Other cars pile into him.
Chance to look at it one more time. You'll see Looney get a little bit of help. Actually, no, he just got loose on his own. Almost looked like the rear end wheel hopped, and then you'll see Yarborough come in, boom, right there with the side of his car, and just smacked the rear end of Looney's machine.
They work off of corner number 4, and we see the green flag out. We're back after it here. Lap number 88 on the scoreboard. Late model stock car competitors fire back to turns 1 and 2. McCarty will clear, and he is on the break right now from car number 88, Doug Barnes. But Barnes has his work cut out because here comes Carson Guapo. Very good restart for car number 8. That back end kicks out just a little bit, but he is out just by a half a car length or so over car number 88, that is, for the runner-up position. Look at that. They're stacked up 2 by 2 here at lap number 100. Shouldn't be much longer. We're going to see that caution flag come out. This will be the planned yellow flag by NASCAR, ending our first stage. And there, indeed, it comes out. We are now under the yellow flag here at lap 100. Stage 1 is done. Carson Guapo restarts in second spot. The green flag has come out. We're racing once more here in Martinsville, Virginia. And we got cars stacking up, not getting the good start they wanted. They're 3 wide, racing back to 1 and 2. Carson Guapo, new race leader. How much longer can he hold on to it? Bobby McCarty sends it down into turns 3 and 4. Puts the nose on the bottom of the racetrack. Guapo loose coming off of turn 4. Trevor Ward looking on. He's going to try to make it 3 wide. Backs out of the throttle. They take him back to turns 1 and 2. McCarty. Guapo making contact as they enter turn number 1. Guapo's trying to hold on to it. He'll clear Bobby McCarty as they end the back straightaway.
As we see this battle begin to heat up for the race lead, as Trevor Ward goes to the inside of Carson Guapo.
Look at the 77. We're talking about Trevor Ward. He's a little bit faster. At least that's what the stopwatches showed these last few laps. Contact made coming off of turn number 2. Carson Guapo knows if he lets the 77 go by, it may be hard to pass him back. So Guapo not giving an inch as they come off of corner number 4. Trevor Ward has the preferred line, bottom of the racetrack. He sends it back to turns 1 and 2. They lean on one another. Trevor Ward's car, the back end kicks out. He continues on now behind Carson Guapo.
Should be right on top of the yellow that will come to mark the end of the second segment of this race. And Mason Diaz, another driver that I think is worth mentioning, also in the same ballpark as Peyton Sellers in terms of drivers who have positioned themselves exactly where they want to be coming into the final 25 laps. He has climbed his way from 15th to 5th, as there is the yellow flag to complete the second segment.
The final stage, 24 more laps of excitement. Green flag is out. We're back underway, and already the outside lane by the outside driver there, Trevor Ward, did not take off.
That was not the restart that Trevor Ward wanted, and that gives every opportunity for Peyton Sellers to get to the inside, as Ward may have bounced off the wall in turn 2, but it's Sellers and Ward door-to-door for the second spot. And if Peyton Sellers can clear Trevor Ward, we then have the inverse of what we had 1 year ago, where it was Carson Guapo and Peyton Sellers for the race leading. Yet again, it's those two fighting for 1 and 2, and Trevor Ward is not done yet.
Here comes Peyton Sellers. Briefly looked down at the bottom for the lead. Puts the nose of the car on the inside of Carson Guapel. Peyton Sellers, the defending winner, side by side with Carson Guapel here at lap number 178. Meanwhile, the 77 goes down to the bottom of the racetrack, thinks about making it 3 wide as they come through turns 1 and 2. Contact is made between Trevor Ward and Peyton Sellers, but Sellers holds on to it, and he is in command of this race.
New race leader working to 20 laps to go, Peyton Sellers, but Trevor Ward is putting the bumper, and then so we said he wasn't going to wait. He was going to send it deep into turn 1, and here he goes to the inside of Peyton Sellers for the race lead. Off of each other they bounce, and here comes Landon Huffman to the inside with an opportunity to take the top spot if Ward and Sellers get into one another.
Carson Guapel from first to fourth place as they come off of corner number 4. New race leader at the start-finish line by inches. It's going to be Trevor Ward here at lap number 180. 20 more times around the racetrack. Ward, bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Peyton Sellers topside. Down the backstretch they race. Sellers not giving up. Meanwhile, Landon Huffman looks down to the inside. He makes contact with Trevor Ward. We're going to go 3 wide coming off of turn 4.
Oh, Landon Huffman just about turned Trevor Ward on the front straightaway, and that gave all the clearance that Peyton Sellers needed to go back to the front, if only momentarily, because Trevor Ward got an incredible drive there off of 1 and 2 as Huffman throws a huge block on Carson Guapel a little bit further back. Here's Sellers and Ward, though, for the race lead, working towards the last 15 laps of the ValleyStar Credit Union 300.
Trevor Ward in command of this race, or is he? Here comes Peyton Sellers. Sellers could not slam the door on him. That's because Trevor Ward was there. Meanwhile, Ward goes up top. He has fallen to fourth. He's trying to take the third spot back, and we've got problems on the racetrack. The yellow flag has been displayed, and it may be for debris. ValleyStar Credit Union victory. Trevor Ward we're talking about. We're going to find out the top 2 get together here at the start. Peyton Sellers, Trevor Ward bounce off of one another. Sellers regroups. Here comes Landon Huffman on the inside in car number 22. New race leader. Huffman to the point. Trevor Ward falls to second. Landon Huffman trying to get his first ValleyStar Credit Union victory, but Trevor Ward knows he's in his way because Trevor wants to get it. He comes off of turn number 2, makes a run down the backstretch. Maybe a little contact is made coming off of turn number 2, puts the nose of the car on the inside. They bounce off of one another through turns 3 and 4. They're side by side for the point.
Trevor Ward to the inside of Landon Huffman for the race lead. 3 laps to go at Martinsville, and Ward with that impeccable drive through the center of the corner is going to run Huffman up the racetrack, and they are still side by side for $32,000 here at a grandfather clock at Martinsville. It is Trevor Ward by a nose as they bounce off of each other. 2 laps to go at Martinsville.
We are counting this one down here tonight. Who is going to get the win? Trevor Ward on the inside of Landon Huffman. They work off of turn number 2. Huffman trying to make that outside run work. But meanwhile, Trevor Ward not giving up. They're still side by side. We're coming down to the stripe. White flag is in the air, the final half mile.
It is Landon Huffman by a nose, and they still have a lap left to race. Somehow they race to the line like it was the end of it there. Huffman v. Ward for the ValleyStar Credit Union 300 with half a lap to go. And one more set of corners for these two to bounce off of each other. Ward to the inside, Huffman to the outside. They come out of turn number 4, and Winston-Salem, North Carolina's Trevor Ward picks up the biggest win of his life. He is a ValleyStar Credit Union 300 champion, and he has never won a race like this.